Hi all, here's the reading for the week, the 23rd to the 27th of May, 22. So some of it may resonate with you, others it may not. So let's just see what's going on this weekend, or what's going on in your life a little bit. So please just take what does all that's flying out already, so we've got to have that card. Please as well subscribe to my YouTube channel or share it with your friends as well. I really appreciate you doing that, okay? So anyway, I'm using the Gilded today, tarot deck, and I'm also going to be using some new ones, which are the Elemental, I believe. But I will just check that and check it in the notes as well. Here we go, let me have a look. So, first of all, the first card that's come out here, okay, is the Six of Swords, which I want to say, which is there. So, you know, that's showing me communication, communication is important in your lives at the moment, but it's also about you getting out of a situation or moving forward. Moving forward restores harmony in a big way, but you want to do it, but you can't do it. But I just feel there's all the things going on at the moment. I do feel we've got a bit of heartache here around a situation. Could be an affair, or there's been an affair, or there's been a lot going on, but I just feel a little bit, with that card at the moment, I feel unloved. So this week you might feel unloved a little bit, okay? Or affairs could be coming to the surface. And this is where you've had your final answer. I'm moving forward. I'm not going back. I'm getting on with things. But it's kind of, with this as well, I feel a lot of you out there have wanted to move forward for quite some time within a situation because it's not been right for you. But this is showing me, with the Ace of Cups, it was reversed, okay? So it's kind of you're holding yourself up in a cycle, or somebody else is holding you up in a cycle. Again, could be an ex. You know, with this, an ex could have gone and had an affair, thought the grass was greener on the other side, but he doesn't want you, but he don't want no one else to have you, and he keeps coming backwards and forwards. So there's kind of a lot of shit there, I want to say, and you are feeling broken-hearted. I really do feel that, but this is where I want to read it reversed as you're coming out of that. You've got to come out of that. You know, what's been done has been done, but there's a new cycle there, but you're not seeing clearly. It was reversed, this was. Some of you as well, look at the moon on this card here. You know, your energies might be all over the bloody place when it's a full moon, and you know, this is where we're a little bit out of sync with life and with everything. But again, we've got to be aware of that to get some balance and some control back in your life here. With this as well, you know, I'm always drawn to the eye on here with this card. So not only have we got a new cycle, or we want a new cycle, I want to say, we're being watched or we're being stalked. And again, I feel this is to do with an ex, because I feel they're trying to prevent you. Look, as I'm saying here, the first card is moving forward restores harmony. We need to talk, we need to speak out. I do feel you're trying to speak out. You might even have to get the legal team involved here or something like that, so you can break free, so you can move on. But it's kind of, they're trying to be one step ahead of you, and I just feel they broke your heart once, twice, three times, whatever, but you've got to come out of that energy. But again, it's interesting because I feel this week, or the weekend, or whatever, a lot could be coming out. And I just want to say, look, we are aware of things, but don't get sucked into that energy. Try to break free from it to move forward. Because when anything comes up, we give it energy. And again, that's putting that blockage there. Because there is a new relationship there for you. There is a new opening opportunity. But I just feel, you know, looking at this, it's to do with relationships today. But again, it's kind of an ex is just trying to cause that much trouble, or you know, or a partner's trying to cause that much trouble for you, even with the family. But it's interesting because I've just turned another card over here, which is the Queen of Swords. Sorry, Queen of Wands. I do apologise. The Queen of Wands. I will show you. So you know, with that, this is showing we need to take action. We need to stand in our power. We need to take control of this situation. You know. Yeah, we need the finances to do that as well, which that's showing me with the Eight of Pentacles coming out next. But I also want to say with that, with the Eights, this is, you know, I work with the infinity of Eight of, you know, who's got a hold on a life? Where are we connected? What they're trying to do? And we have to break them ties kind of thing. So with this 8 coming out, I really do feel we've got to move forward from a person who has actually had an affair, broke your heart, stabbed you in the back, and you can't trust this person, and they will do it again. time and time again. They've perhaps done it 2 or 3 times already. If they're on the second time, on the first or the second time, they're going to be, oh, I won't do it again, I promise you. It's going to be different now. I'm this, I'm that. Bullshit. They are going to do it again. A leopard won't change its spots. So this is where you have got to stand in your power and tell them to do one. Fuck that shit. I'm sorry for swearing, but you know, you're worth more. But these people or whatever, they're just trying to control you and hold you, and they will break your heart again. So this is important for you to stand in your power to move forward. As I'm looking at this, yes, we want to move, but you are preventing yourself from moving forward here as well, because I've got the Page of Cups. So your emotions are all over the place and you can't see, am I doing the right thing? Am I not? Am I this? You know, you've got to get your emotions in order. But you've got to remember, right, why your emotions are all over the place is because this person or people or friends, fake friends by the way, are tapping you to hold you in all this shit. And you're listening to it. You've got to stop listening to that and do things for you. You know, test these people out. Okay, if they're big, if they're like batting for the other side or they're doing whatever, you know, so if you've got someone who's feeding information to an ex or doing whatever, test them out. Give them a little taster of something, okay? Say something to them and see where it comes back. But do you know, keep your cards close to your chest and don't speak out what your plans are. You know, it's really important for you to keep stum on where you're going with your life, and then this is where, you know, this is where things will start happening for you. I've just chucked all my cards, okay, all over the place. But what I was doing, I picked the cards and I turned it over, and I've got to go with this here, all right, which is the Ace of Swords. So it's a new chapter, new beginnings. Yes, we've got peace in your life, but you're not allowing you to have peace in your life because all these other people are controlling you, you know, or this ex is controlling you, who's turning your friends against you, or there's just this, where, you know, craziness. And I want to say with this ace, use that sword, cut the rubbish out of your life. You know, to test people, see if they've got you back or they haven't. But I feel a lot of you out there already know who your fake friends are, but you're still mixing with these people. I would shut the door there. They'll come, they'll talk to you, how are you doing? They'll reflect everything and want to know all the gossip about you. Turn it around. Well, how are you doing today, Sarah? How are you doing, Emma? What's going on with your life? Less about me. What's the bloody nosy Parkers? Don't give them anything, you know, because all they want is drama and chaos. And you're the next episode of Coronation Street or whatever. We don't want that. Focus on you. Keep your cards close to your chest. Stand in your power to move forward, and you've got this in a big way. But you've got to believe that as well. Look, you're nearly there here. So that, you know, with all of this, the Seven of Wands, it's again wands with action. We need to take action. You're there. You're ready for battle. I feel some of you here do not realise how strong you are within. You know, yes, this person's come into your life. He's perhaps destroyed your life. He's taken your magic away or your spot, but it's still within. They won't change who you are. It's just getting that magic back for you here. And that's, you know, time out, watching who you're talking to, working on you, looking at yourself in the mirror. I am beautiful, I'm a good person, reflecting you, rather than letting this person reflect all their shit onto you. Oh, you're no good. Oh, you're putting weight on. Oh, you're this. They're seeds they're planting here. So they're planting them seeds. You are going to think you're fat. You are going to be this. You are going to be that. Get rid of it. Reflect what is you. And don't listen to the rubbish, because what counts is in your heart here. But if we allow these people to keep pulling us down, you will feel shit. So this is where you've got to empower who you are to work through all of this. You know, it is going to be quite crazy. Yes, I do feel there could be legalities in this, as I'm seeing. But at the minute, it's about you moving forward. You might even move house here or throw the key in here, which will be the best thing to do here. You know, because I am going to give you new keys for July, August here. I know we're still in May here, but July, August, that's now doing all that healing, doing all that work on you, breaking the cycle here, as I say. You know, you've got to stand in your power to get your energies balanced, I want to say. But it's down to you with this. But it's kind of, the right people will come into your life to sort this out. It's interesting because I've pulled the 8 of coins again here, which is the 8 of pentacles. So there's definitely somebody you've got to release out your life. But I also feel we've got to focus on our job, our work, and with all of this craziness going on, we're perhaps not working the best we should do, and we're fed up with all the work and all that because we've got this person in our head and they're holding you up, you know, from moving forward here. So, but again, this is new skills, this is planning. Like I'm saying, planning for June, July, getting that new key, and not being pulled into this chaos and drama. But the thing is, you are allowing them to pull you into this. That's the difference. You are allowing them. You know, oh, let's make up, let's go on a date. Yeah, they'll be there on the first date. The second date, they're not there. They let you down. You know, so what that says it all. A leopard won't change its spots here. So this is where, you know, been there, seen it, done it. I'm not doing that no more. That's how you need to be. Interesting. 9 of coins here, you know, for you, and it's upright as well here. So this is kind of, you know, material fulfillment, happiness. It awaits you. Do I feel with this ex or this person who's having an affair or whatever? Remember, if they're having an affair and you catch them and do this, oh, I didn't mean to do it and this and that and whatever, I won't do it again. Bullshit. Yes, they will. You've got to be aware of that. You've got to stand in your power to see through all of this. And again, this is about testing, challenging, and doing that for you here. So, you know, and I would work on my finances, my work, and build them foundations so you can stand in your power. You know, if they really want you, let them prove it. But also the people that are tapping you, look out for it. Some of you out there, you know, with your phones, be careful if your partners or your ex have got your phone and they're stalking you. If you go out to a restaurant or a pub or you're out, all of a sudden they pop up. Why? Because you're posting on social media or they're tracking you. Be aware of all of that because again they're trying to not let you go, and you need to stand in your power here. So be aware of, you know, your passwords. Find your phone and everything. You know, you might have to lock out, log in. You know, changing your passwords. So, or just have a look, see who's actually tracking you. You know, I'm sure there's software out, but this is to do with an ex here. So they'll kind of, you'll be somewhere and you'll pop up. If you go out, you know, check in when you leave. You know, that's, you know, you're one step ahead then. But even, oh, I'm going to do this tonight, I'm going to do that. Don't say anything. Put it on after you've been. So you've got your cards close to your chest. So this is a way of you breaking free, moving on from here. Because it's kind of, you know, I just feel you've got to, some of you might be creating all of this chaos by being too open, by saying too much to people where you've got your doubts with. Because I do feel some of you out there know who the spies in the camps are. You know, yes, use them if you really want something to get back to them, but not your old bloody story. So be tactful in what you're doing, because it's really important, you know, because again, it could end in tears, and we don't want that. We want the balance back here, you know, which I've pulled that with the 2 of Pentacles as that's come out. So again, these new cards I've got here, it's all to do with the Pentacles at the minute. So finance is crazy. But again, this is you getting back to your work, focusing on you, so you can cut all this rubbish. You know, some of you might be kind of dependent on an ex and they think, oh, they'll buy you this, they'll buy you that, and they'll pull you back in. You've got to, again, that's quite kind of could be wrong for you there. So you've got to check things out that you're doing it right and that you don't come back and get stung with that. So you have got to be very careful on that. You see, some of you as well could have lent money to an ex, could have lent money to a partner or whatever. If that's the case, say goodbye to that. But again, what they're doing, they're not paying you back because they're keeping a hold on you. And this is where you've got to cut your losses or get a legal document in place here to sort that out. But then we don't want contact with that person. Do it through a third party. But again, because if that's the case, they've got a hold on you. Yeah, you know, in their head, they will think they can come back or try to come back. And this is where you've got to actually put the stamp of you know, that will never happen. Make it quite clear here. Yeah, you may owe me this. I want it as soon as possible. You know, if you don't, I'm going to sort it out legally to get this sorted. You know, as of me and you, we are done and dusted. I'm not interested. You know, make it clear to them. But there's just some of you out there where an ex or a partner, they've got a hold on you, and you need to break that tie so you can be free and single. Because kind of, you think you're free and single, but you're not free and single because you're in all this chaos here. You know, and again, all they will do is come back and break your heart 10 times worse if you let them back in. And this is what the game is. This is what they're trying to play here. And we don't want that, you know. You've got to stand in your power and cut them out of your life completely here. You really, 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 you know, yes, you've got to speak. If they don't listen to you, because I feel you've been over and over and over this, stand in your power, cut them cords. Do things to cut them cords. You know, yes, it's kind of, some of you must be getting off on this, okay? They've either got money as well with this, all right? So you're lending money to exes, or some of them have got money and you don't really want to let them go. Again, that's, you're kind of using them, and you shouldn't be doing that either, because again, if you're doing that, that's going to come back and bite you on the arse as well. So you've got to weigh it up here, you know, because I've got the 5 of Pentacles. So again, if they're buying, treating this, and they're expecting more, you're not going to give them more, or you're not prepared to give them more, or you're playing them a fool, then that is wrong of you, and you will get caught and you will get bit on the backside there. I'm going to be straight with you on that. So again, you've got to stop playing games if that's the case. It could come out this week or next week. So be aware, if you are doing that, you know, trying to get things, potentially getting things or doing it in the wrong way, you know, justice will come and bite you on the backside there, you know. So expect repercussions if you're using an ex or whatever for your needs, because it will come back and bite you, you know. And again, that could be, you know, in June here with that. So be aware. But I don't want to go down that negative pathway, because if you're doing that, it is wrong, and you know it's wrong. So you're not using them for money. You shouldn't be using them for money, you know, end of. Because again, that's reflecting what your ex is doing to you if you've lent money, if you get what I mean in this. So you shouldn't be doing that either. You should be standing in your power, moving on, you know, for pastures new here. And if you do that, we've got, you know, your happiness there. So I hope you understand that. So, but watch out. Do you know, I'm not really done here. I've got to pull another couple of cards with this. I've got to be honest with you. So there is the happiness there. What else are you trying to tell me, Spirit? What are you trying to tell me? Do you know, it's really crazy here. Again, we've got another 8. So we've got the 8 of Pentacles twice. I've got the 8 of Swords here. So this, you know, my reading towards the Friday to the Sunday one about somebody going to prison, that is still in the energy here. That is there. So somebody could go to prison here, you know. So there is some dodgy dealing. So you know what I've just said about if you're getting money and, you know, you're playing them, be aware of that, because there could be a legal court case there for you, or they could throw something at you. Just, that is a warning as well. But there could be, you know, the law involved here, and there could be a summons or something like that. So please, please, you know, think before you act here in what you're doing. But I do want to say as well, a lot of you out there is, you know, with this, spirit are with you, okay? So the High Priestess, a lot of you are very spiritual out there, you know, listening to this, you know, and this is about you using your intuition, your judgment, being in tune. You've got this. So I feel there's a lot of downloads coming in from the universe and spirit at the moment to help you through this. So again, if you are doing wrong, spirit are making you aware it's wrong, and this is where you've got to pull back and not rely on the income or whatever with that, okay? But if people they owe you money and they're not paying you and all this is where we might have to cut our losses. Be in tune with the universe, because if you lose it there, it'll come back in another way here. So just, you know, stand in your power, go forward with this. But I'm going to leave the love with you on that. Bless you.